peoples. How are you? Okay, so today one of my favorite people are here. And I don't see her half as much as I should. I only see her when somebody else who's really not my favorite happens to be around her sometimes. I am not going to let her wait. Hello, Deanna.
Hi, how are
I
you?
good. You have a lot of people here that I'm sure that know you for a very long time.
Hi, everyone. I'm I'm so excited to be here. Thank you for having me.
You are one of my favorite people. You're always smiling. You're always make you know how they say people don't you don't remember something, but you remember how they made you feel. I think we always feel good around you. I think that's the
Oh,
case.
I'm so happy about that. Thank you. I try.
That is a true
I
thing.
try. Thank you.
So first things first, because we were talking about this before the thing, before we get into other things, and it's I don't want to make it a downer, but you do work in a hospital, and that happens to be a facet of life right now.
I do. Yep.
What's the state of the COVID right now to you?
So the state of the COVID right now is our numbers have been consistently the same. They haven't been really trending too far up. They are staying steady. But it's here. It's not going away for a while. But I will let you know that I will be getting the vaccination on Friday,
Wow.
and I will get my next vaccination 28 days after that. So there's a bunch of nurses that will start getting vaccinations tomorrow. So we are so looking forward to it. Um, as I'm sure most of the population is, because we need to get back to some sort of normalcy. So,
A dumb,
yeah,
dumb question. It is a two-step. Most of these vaccinations, you get one, and then like a month later, you get the other, the booster or something.
correct.
Are they making some sort of an arrangement to make sure that they're available when we go for the second one, or do they schedule it? Do you know how they are going to do that for people at all?
I all I know is I had to sign up for it today.
Okay.
I can fill you in on from there what the consents are and what they guarantee, but I know they guarantee that you get one, the first round, and then 28 days from there you get your second. So,
Okay. I heard you get some
okay.
protection also from the first one. Listen, I'm a big vaccine person because I went on a Disney cruise, and before I went on the Disney cruise, I got my flu shot 3 weeks before I went on the Disney cruise because I heard it takes 2 weeks to work. I came back, everybody around me had the flu except for guess who? Me.
You, yeah,
And I'm not saying it's 100% because there's some strains that they can't get, and some people say I got the flu shot, I still got the flu, it doesn't work. I most of the time it does though for me anyway.
it
So
does.
yeah, I was online at UPS, and a man said to me just out of the blue, he knew he was. I have that face that they just come up to and they ask questions. And he goes, "Are you getting the vaccine?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going." He goes, "Don't." And then he started to rattle off every conspiracy theory, including that there's a chip in it
Hmm.
that's gonna go into my body. Which I stop it. It's not that. Anyhow, are you finding that there's a lot of resistance to it, or not really? Most people are figuring out now it's okay to get.
So I do have coworkers that are going to wait. Um,
Okay.
which I think the resistance is going to be there just because of a fear of the unknown. And I think that goes with anything new and that we don't know enough about. So,
Right.
therefore, I don't know if you know this, but I'm severely asthmatic.
I didn't know that.
I am medicated. I take two medications in the morning, and I just got a new medication in the evening because my lung capacity has lowered since I've been wearing so many masks and everything. But going forward, saying that, I feel that it's necessary for all of us to get the vaccine. Um,
Okay, that brings me right into the next thing because I did not know that you were asthmatic, like to the point
oh,
where
severely
you have an inhaler with you at all times.
at all times. I use my
Okay,
inhaler every time before I run,
that's what I was going to
and
ask you about.
yeah, every time before I run, and it's my rescue inhaler. So people that I do run with know that there are some times on the course that they have to prompt me to use it because it's necessary. But yeah, so I'm severely asthmatic.
Okay, so let's go. Let's use that segue to go into the running. Run Disney, and is it was it Disney that got you into running? Running that got you into Disney? Is there a correlation there, or do you run before Disney? You were always running anyway.
So I ran before Disney. I ran in high school. I was, believe it or not, a sprinter. I was not a long distance runner. And then as I was in college, I ran just to keep in shape. And I didn't run my first RunDisney race, I want to say until 2008. And I ran that with my husband.
What? Oh, okay, so Lou did do one race.
Lou did a half marathon. And I don't want to, I say it's 2008. I'm so sorry. It might be a little bit later than that. But yes, he ran a half marathon, him and I together. We had yellow shirts.
And I'm sorry I mentioned him because I was going to talk about him as he who should not be named. So I am sorry that we can mention him again later, maybe.
Yes, you can.
Okay, he has not run since. I am assuming he just was like.
So
not
he's
for
done
me.
he's done 5Ks. Many actually after he's done his first half. So for fun, and it's usually a group of people. Yeah, he's done a lot of them, and they're usually for fun. So we have a good time.
I can't even make fun of him because I want to do my first 5K.
You are going to do it. I'm going to do it with you.
I'm going to do it with you. Lisa also wanted to do it with me.
Absolutely.
My problem was I really do have severely deformed feet, not just flat. The bones are deformed where when I was a kid, I would stand up and I didn't understand why after a half hour, everybody wasn't crying except me. I didn't know why it was so bad. And the doctor said they should have done something when I was a kid to reform the bones. But if they operated now and I got an infection, so this is just a weird thing. They could operate now on my foot and fix the bone. The one thing the doctor says to me, he says, do you have psoriasis? Turns out I have a little bit of psoriasis.
Oh,
says, forget
wow.
it. And I'm like, why would that have anything to do? Apparently, if you have any psoriasis, it ups the chances of a deadly infection that could remove your feet after a foot operation. So I don't get foot. Hello, Lou is in here talking. Or hold on, give me a sec. Lou, he will not be named.
Lou said he runs. I'm impressed, Lou. I'm impressed.
He runs to the
He runs
boathouse.
to the boathouse. Yeah.
And he runs to homecoming.
He does.
And he runs to the Doritos aisle.
But that's okay. Look, everyone has to run for something, right?
Has to run for something.
Everything.
So you have a team though with Lou and Disney that you really put a lot into, and it does a lot of charity work.
We do.
Tell me about that.
So our team is WDW Radio running team. We run for Make-A-Wish. We grant wishes to pediatric children and their families, and we send them to Walt Disney World. We meet our family every marathon weekend. And if you've ever been able to grant a wish to a family and meet a child, it is extremely life-changing. We don't ask for a lot to be a part of our team, because what our feeling is that I know there's a lot of people that want to be, and Lou and I both feel this, that people want to be a part of something, and especially something that's good and that's going to make change. So being a part of this, we have runners, walkers, woggers, joggers, cheerers, you name it, are on our team. It's a great community. And as I said, we grant a wish. We try to grant 2 wishes a year. But we definitely always grant a wish a year.
People don't realize how much it takes to actually grant a family's wish to fly down, be put up, tickets and everything. It's more than just a couple of thousand. It's like 10,000, isn't it?
It's $10,000 to grant a wish for a child. And what we do is we grant a wish to Walt Disney World because we feel that we want to see change. So I know you probably heard Lou's story that he lost his dad to cancer, and recently, unfortunately, he lost his mom. Well, I lost both my parents to cancer. So when Lou came up with this idea, we both felt that we would like to see something so that the change is happening and people can feel it. So he started this, and it was, and it's great. And you know, on marathon weekend, when we get to meet our child and our family, I don't know if anyone has ever been there to witness that, but it's you just want to cry and hug the family and the kids. It is. I asked whoever, the team, we bring some things for what's up. We bring some things for the family, and it's wonderful. So
that is awesome. You can see the way everybody comes together for these type of things, especially on the running team, the clubhouse, they all come together. I know with Lou's mom's passing, they recently, was it like 6 wishes were granted for the
6.
kids?
We were able to grant 6 wishes.
That's a really
So
nice. That's a really nice
yeah,
thing.
it
It's
is.
funny because when I see Lou's mom, she looks like a member of my family. Like I have
Right?
that.
We
Yeah,
could
I have
all
that.
be related. I
We all
think,
have
yeah,
that
and because also we
familiarity.
talk with our hands too, right?
I didn't think of that. What are you doing?
Hey, you got the
Oh,
mop? I got the mop.
look, you got them crying now,
No,
Deanna.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Well, you know what? It is. It's life changing, and you don't have to run to be part of this wonderful family and this team that we have. You could just join our team and come and cheer and meet this great community and all these wonderful people that I'm able to run with and have all these great memories with. So it really is. It's a great thing. I have
Do you, what
nothing.
what have you ever had a problem while running where you needed the inhaler and you had to stop the race?
Um, I refuse to stop, but yes, there have been a couple of times during the race that people that I've run with had said, Deanna, you're a little gray. What's wrong with you? Yeah.
Yeah, your
So,
oxygen was getting cut off.
oh yeah. So it
Oh,
was
that's
only
not
during
good.
a fall. And I lived, so it's fine.
All right.
I have people that look out for me, so it's good.
Well, they would have like stopped you and dragged you if they had to.
They would have picked me up and threw me over their shoulder and dragged me to the finish line. Yes. So
Okay,
it's
so
great.
I don't know if you know the story, but it's a true thing, and I think that Lou knows it. And this was many years ago. It might have been 6 or 7 years ago. I'm only telling you because it's funny. There was one of those bigger races. It was either a half marathon or a marathon, and none of them were on the monorail. Like none of the routes went on the monorail. There was a lady there with her full number on the
On the
monorail.
monorail? Oh, I love
Yes,
it.
and she got off, and when she got to the finish line, they told her, "No, you can't have your." Do you
You're
know this
going.
lady? This
Did they
lady
say?
came in here, Bessie Manken. Do you know her? So yes.
Did they say you're going the wrong way?
No, she wasn't going the wrong way. She was absolutely trying to cheat, but it was very funny that
Oh
we
my
saw
God.
her on the monorail and we were all like, everybody took, this day and age, we're all taking pictures and sharing it to Disney. And it was just very funny that could have been me in a big marathon. I'd be like, yeah,
Anyway.
I'm going to try to get Lou to do the 5K with me, maybe. I'll
Oh,
see if,
he'll do it. We'll make him do it.
trying to get Lou to do anything is a little,
He's done a lot of them. So, you never know. We could all do it together. It would be fun.
he's not about that rah-rah family thing really anymore.
Not at all, huh? You don't
Actually,
think?
you took a really good picture. I don't even have. We were all jumping up in the air, and that was good. That was good to
That
see
was
him do that.
I think that was when we were in Alaska, but yeah.
So, what's your favorite stuff at Disney? What's your favorite stuff at the park? Is it seeing your kids having fun? But I want to know you. Like, what does Deanna really like?
So when I go, I love to spend time with friends and my family. I know that sounds like a cop out, but
Not really.
I don't actually go that often. I usually go when people are in town. That's when I usually go. And we went yesterday for my birthday.
Happy
And
birthday.
thank you. And it was just the four of us. And I can't tell you the last time that the four of us have been to the park together. And it was so much fun. And I love all the festivals. Like they're my thing. Like I love going and eating at the kiosks and having a drink at the Like I love that.
What park did you go to?
We went to Epcot.
Okay.
So I
Festivals,
love going through,
obviously.
yeah, I love going through the little, book and picking out what I want to eat and then going to the kiosk and, I love that. And pairing like a drink with it or a dessert. I love it. That's
Are
one of my
you
favorite things to do.
are you like totally over people coming up and bothering you because of Lou? Like, or do you let him have it? You just go ahead, Lou,
No,
do your thing.
usually
Honest, be honest, be
no,
honest,
usually
Deanna.
he does his thing. And if I'm with people or the kids, he does his thing and he'll meet up with us. Like it's fine.
Are the kids over? Are they like just leave daddy alone? My first memory, by the way, of
They're
Nicholas
teenagers,
is
remember?
yes, but not when I met them. My first memory of Nicholas was we were in. I forget if they call it the Little Mermaid room or something at the beach club. There was
Uh-huh.
a gathering that Lou had rented the space. It was a restaurant, I think, at one point, but it hasn't been used in years. And Lou was giving out a brochure, and then Nicholas would come up excited because if you got the brochure, he was next. He might have been 5, maybe
Right.
6, and he goes, "It comes with candy," and he was very excited to tell me about that. He thought I would be very excited about said
Right.
candy, which I was, but it was just
Hmm.
very. I think it was Ariel's, yeah. So it was just that was my first. How do you remember how old he might have been with that?
He was probably 5. I remember that. I remember
Do you?
that. Yeah. He was probably about 5. Yeah.
That's
So
pretty funny.
it was fun.
So if you had to pick a favorite park, it's Epcot because of the festivals.
No, my favorite park definitely is Animal Kingdom.
Is it really?
It is. It
Okay,
is.
I thought you were going to say Magic Kingdom. Okay.
No, Animal Kingdom's my favorite. I just like to go and walk around and, do the safari and do that trek in the back and just, kind of just tool around. I don't have to really go on any rides, but if people are in town, as I said, that's what we usually do. But yeah, that's Animal Kingdom's definitely my favorite.
Are you naturally, just by being around Lou, as up on the Disney stuff? Like if I said to you, what is the new show coming to Epcot? Do you know the name of the new show?
I have no idea.
That's
I
awesome to me. That
have
is so
no
freaking
I
awesome.
have no idea about any Disney knowledge. I have no idea. Like people are always asking me like, "Isn't Lou your husband?" And I'm like, "Yeah,
But
but
that doesn't mean you have to watch every podcast and
I
listen to everything.
I don't. I listen to the podcasts that we're on like with the kids. I love hearing the kids. And I listen to like the big ones he's done. Richard Sherman was, of course, my favorite. Julie Andrews, my favorite. Um, stuff like that I absolutely love. But other than that, like I really don't have that much knowledge. And it's kind
That's
of
so refreshing to me, by the way. You have no idea how refreshing that is to me. Go ahead.
like one of my friends, Danielle, always laughs at me because she'll like be in town and I'll say, okay, we're gonna do this. And a lot of the stuff I've never done. And she's like, you live behind the Magic Kingdom. What do you mean you've never done this? And I can't help it because there's just, it is what it is.
Okay, so a new show opens up at Epcot. It's not open yet. We don't know when it's opening. Called Harmonious. How
Okay.
long after that's open do you get there? Does Lou say, "Hey, it's a new come," or it just happens to be whenever friends are in town and you get there again?
Right. That's
Okay,
exactly it. It's
that's
when
pretty
who's
cool.
ever in town and I'll go and see it whenever. You don't listen. No, Becky, I don't listen to email shows. I'm so sorry. I'll start listening. I promise.
Does he
Maybe
tell
I
you about books that he's written? I hear he's written
no. I
another
had
one.
no idea. I'm telling you,
Stop it.
not an inkling about this last book.
Neither did I. No, I'm kidding.
Nothing. So when it happened, I was like, huh, wow. Like
So like a
maybe that,
box comes to the house with these books and
no idea. He is like the vault. He's like a vault. He like shuts everything in and then it'll happen. And he loves surprises. Like he loves to surprise us all. So that's his thing. So this was like a huge surprise. And I'm like, oh, that's why you've been locked in your office for months and months and months.
that's so amazing. That's pretty cool though. I kind of
Yeah.
like that.
There's
He's
no,
he's supposed to be on the show next month to talk about this book, the Disney
is he?
interviews.
Oh, good. Because you know what? There's some really great interviews in the book. Some of the best of the best. So
I'm sure a Richard Sherman one is probably in there.
oh, it's totally in there. It's actually the reason why I think it means so much to me too is because on that cruise, when he interviewed Richard Sherman, Richard Sherman sang happy birthday to Marion. Like, oh my God. Oh yeah.
Did you film that?
Yes. It was such a tearjerker. It was amazing. And just, a moment like that, who would ever, right? How would ever? Yeah. It was great. So
I would
very
want Richard Sherman to sing happy birthday to me.
cool. Wouldn't you? I
Yeah.
know. I
I
agree.
hope you have it on video somewhere for her
We
to
do.
have.
Somewhere someone has it, yeah.
That's
I'm sure
pretty
Boo
amazing.
has it in his vault. So
Okay, so of the stuff coming to Disney, is there anything that you know that you're looking forward to that you know is coming? Like, is there something if I said, Deanna, in the future, Disney's going to do something, what are you looking forward to? Do you have...
I'm looking forward to the new Remy ride.
Okay, so all right, good. So you know about that.
Okay, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to Guardians.
Oh, you do the roller coasters.
I do. I love roller coasters. I love them. I love them. I can't wait.
Me too.
And so I'm looking forward to that. But again, I probably won't ride them until friends are in town. So
I have to get you at the park one day and just do real rides and stuff with you.
yeah, let's do it. I'm up for it anytime.
Okay, as far as food, are you as big of a fan of the Boathouse as anybody else you might know?
I certainly am. It's
Me
one of
too.
my favorites. But the other thing too is I'm a foodie. So there's
So
not
what's your favorite restaurant in all of Walt Disney World?
my favorite
If you
restaurant.
had a choice tomorrow, you got a coupon in the mail for a free dinner somewhere. You can pick wherever you want. Where are you
Oh
going?
God, there's so many.
I know.
Um, I love Homecoming. I love Wine Bar George.
I
Um,
haven't. I've only been there
oh, we
once.
have to do that. Their brunch is fantastic.
Give me an
It's
idea of the
amazing.
food. Like what
Say it
kind of
again.
food? What kind of food
Um,
is it? Just like
so they have the
shark?
brunch. No, the brunch is amazing. Like all hot food, and well, we should do brunch together.
I'll do it.
Would you do
I'm
that?
pretty. I'm picky though. Like I like Maria and Enzo's stuff.
That's
If it's,
fine. But
what
you
kind
have
of?
to. Do you
Give
have
me
an
an idea of
open?
what kind of food.
Do you have an open mind? Would you try things? No.
If they're from the ocean, no. If they're not from the ocean,
No,
maybe
everything is
yes.
cooked at Wine Bar George. So,
Okay. All
all
right.
right.
Yeah.
And do you
I'll
like
do that.
mimosas? Do you like wine? Do you
I'll
like?
do mimosa. I'll do wine. I
Okay, good.
try to. I try to like it, but I don't.
Okay, good. We'll do it.
Okay,
And
we'll do
someone's
that. Jesse.
someone's
Jesse tells
coming
me how to
into
like it.
town soon too. If we could wait for her to get here, maybe that would be even better. We'll all go together.
Okay. Do we know? Oh, is it? Is it this lady here?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
it
All
would be
right.
her.
I'm totally in for that.
Wouldn't that be so much fun?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Let's do it.
So the boathouse is owned by Patina Group, I think, aren't they? No, Boathouse isn't Patina. I don't think. I just know they're good. Patina Group is Edison, is Maria and Enzo's.
No, they're not
I
owned
like
by him.
no. I just
Steve
love
Sessler.
everything. Yeah. Oh, he's right. That's right, Steve Schussler, which is amazing because it's also the Rainforest Cafe, and that's not the same as the Boathouse. But
Right.
the Boathouse, okay, I
Yak
go
and
there.
Denny.
Yak and Yeti, I love.
That's another fantastic one.
Right, but the Boathouse again for like $18 or $17, you can get. And I don't. I know you don't know it. I don't eat a lot in one sitting. I want to eat a lot over the course of time, but I don't want to stuff myself in one sitting. So, filet mignon sliders
Oh,
with
so
like a
good.
loaded baked potato,
Oh, so good.
even with a tip and a drink, you get out of there for $25.
Mhm.
And then I see people going over to the, what's that burger place? I forgot. In the Disney Springs, you have to eat like,
Deluxe.
yes.
Yeah.
It's the same price as going and sitting down at the Boathouse for that same burger and fries. No, go with Boathouse instead.
So they have. I know you said you're not a seafood person, but the oysters, the lucky ducks at the boathouse, the best oysters you'll ever have. They're
Really? Does
little. Oh, they're so good. So
does Lou
good.
eat stuff like that?
Oh yeah.
He does. The
Oh
kids?
yeah.
Do the kids eat that?
Love it. Lucky ducks are Marion's favorite. My kids pretty much eat everything. They're expensive because they like everything like really good. So it's a hard thing for us because they'll order, Marion will put away a dozen Lucky Ducks like easily. So I'm like, geez.
I will say your daughter is a very wonderful, classy young lady every time I've seen her, Marion. I
Oh,
mean,
thank
Nicholas is
you.
great too, but he's just, he's Nick. He's just fun. Just Marion impresses me to a different level of a person.
It's very bizarre that she's 17. I have a 17 and 15-year-old. Like, I don't know how that happened. I kind of blinked my eyes and they're out of the wheelchair, listen to me, the stroller, and now and now here we are and she's driving a car. Like, I can't even.
For those who just tuned in, she works in a
I
hospital.
know, I'm sorry. Like,
That's
oh,
why she said wheelchair.
yeah, yeah.
I will give you a quick story before we move on to something else.
Please.
My mother didn't need a wheelchair, but I think that she came to Disney and for a week she just I don't know something happened to her leg, so I had her in the wheelchair for the morning only, just so I could get her around the Magic Kingdom.
Right.
We get to the wishing fountain at the castle, okay, and she goes, John, watch this. And I'm like, Ma, what are you gonna do? Do you know how there's the well,
Yeah.
the wishing well, and the people throw their money in? She saw other people there, And she said, watch this. And she goes, oh, how I wish I could walk again. And she threw the money in the well and stood up.
I love your mother.
Deanna,
I love her.
I was so embarrassed. Why are
I
you
love
doing
her.
this to me? She
That's
constantly made me feel horrible.
I love that.
And the other people, like it was literally like it was a hallelujah miracle.
It's a miracle. Oh, I love it. Oh, can I want to meet
Do you know how
now.
much money the well? She don't laugh. She passed about 5 years ago, and
Oh,
it was from that trip. Listen,
I'm
I'm
so
telling you,
sorry.
that's okay. She felt the pain in her bust, pancreatic cancer, gone in a year. I couldn't believe it, but funny. She was funny.
That's awesome. That's
Cheryl,
awesome. I love it.
I one day you got to remind me to tell you more mom stories because you'll just
Please,
die. You'll die.
please, good, because I got lots too.
Okay,
Really good one.
going back to food, when you were
Okay,
at
please.
Epcot,
Sorry.
can you
Respect.
tell me, do you remember anything that you ordered that you really liked, or is it all just a blur of running around eating a bunch of stuff?
No, we went. We were in Italy, and we had the little purses. They were delicious. They had sausage and cheese in them.
Hmm.
And I had, well, when you go to Italy, you have to have a Rosa Regale. Come on.
The roast
And
regal with dark chocolate is
oh,
delicious.
delish, right? And then what else did we have when we were there? We pretty much had everything there. Then we went to Japan. We had everything in Japan, of course, there. The soba noodles and the sushi, delicious. I'm going to totally pronounce this wrong. The beef bourguignon from Canada
Okay,
was
I didn't see.
supposed to be,
Is it like supposed to be burgundy but stroganoff together?
yeah,
Berganoff?
no, I don't, I'm pronouncing it wrong. And Lou will
Okay.
make fun of me right now because I'm pronouncing it wrong. But anyway, it was not that good and I was a little disappointed because I was looking forward to it. You know, when you're looking forward to something like so much and then it doesn't taste like it's supposed to taste?
It didn't taste that great. You weren't impressed.
I wasn't, but we did
Okay.
have the turkey poutine from the little
Mm,
refreshment stand there. Amazing.
delicious. Okay.
Delicious. Lots of I don't know if you've been to the festival recently,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of sweets, not so much savory.
I'm not into the sweets as much as the
I'm
savory
not.
stuff.
I'm a savory girl.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do
So
an ice cream, but I don't want a cake. For cake and stuff is not
no,
my
me
big thing.
neither. Me neither. Yeah, there. Someone said Jessie Paz. She's
Jesse
saying it right.
Pizzula.
Yeah,
Oh, it's beef
Pazula.
bourguignon.
That's it.
The
Thank
beef
you, Jessie.
bourguignon.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah,
I
okay.
was
I
not
would expect that dark gravy to taste very.
It wasn't impressive. I was expecting like mine is better. How about that?
I believe it probably is.
I like the microwave hot dog in your future too, Becky. I hear you. I'm with you, Becky. I'm with you.
Oh, that's so great.
I'm
Thank
good.
you very much, Brandon. Why don't you come join us? So I'm trying to think of what else to ask you. When is your next? Do you know when your next Run Disney thing is?
So I don't know if you heard. I think you've probably heard. Star Wars is canceled.
I did. I know they made it like a virtual thing, right?
Correct. So I was disappointed about that because that's April. And my nephew was coming in from Jersey to run with me and Nicholas. Yeah.
Okay,
So
but
I'm just
you can salvage that trip and make it something
So
else.
he's gonna still come, and I'll bring. We'll all go to Disney and have a great time, and then he's gonna probably have to come next year. Um,
Knowing what we know now that the vaccine is coming, and by April maybe we'll start to roll it out to somebody who's not maybe high risk. It's still, how would you put the people into those pens to run
so
without
I'm
being on
thinking,
top of each other?
and this is just I'm just speculating, okay? That what's gonna probably have to happen with all of these enormous races is you're gonna have to show proof of that you're vaccinated.
I bet you're right.
Because if you think about a Run Disney race, and we're on top of each other. 65,000 people. It's something's gonna have to,
Just in the
especially
holding
like
pen.
New York, Boston, all these things. You're gonna have to show something, and it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. It's
April's
not
too
that
quick. It's too quick for April.
correct. So, so the next Run Disney is like race probably won't be until 2022. But I did just run Space Coast with a bunch of team members, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
That's
It
pretty cool.
really was. So if there's a race that anyone wants to come and run with me and the team, it's Space Coast. It's in Cocoa, and it's so much fun. You run up the intercoastal, you watch the sunrise, and on the way back, sometimes you have dolphins that are following you. The scenery is beautiful. All the neighbors are out cooking breakfast, and you can get a drink or a water or whatever, like drink too. So on the course, so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
Pretty cool.
It was cool.
Well, I cannot thank you enough for spending a half hour talking with me.
I was so honored to be here. You have no idea.
I love having you here.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we have to hang out some more. We really do. I know COVID came when I had kind of planned it. We were starting to get together, and then COVID happened, and then Lou upset me. I'm kidding. No, he did not. I love to give him a hard time, by the way.
That Lou guy, huh?
I love for he gives me a really hard time back, though.
Does he?
Yeah, when I say to him, "You're scheduled for next week. Can you please write it down so that I don't have to worry?" He sends me back Ray Liotta from Goodfellas going, "Write it down," with him going, like he's not. But now I'm worried that he's going to forget next week. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. I double booked something. I don't know. You got to remind him for me.
He's good. He's good like that. He keeps to his schedule. I have to say, he's pretty good like that. Right. We'll keep him maybe another month or two.
I'll bother him again a couple times. He'll let me sweat it out. That's what he does.
Yeah, why not? Go ahead. Well, this was so much fun. I can't thank you enough. And we'll do.
I'm trying to think. Is there anything that I didn't talk about that you want to? Does anybody have any questions for Deanna? We're on like a 30-second delay, so let's just see if anybody has some questions here. Linda Raymond says he won't forget, but I don't know, Linda. He might. Let's see if we get any questions for Deanna. Please let me know. Or anything you want me to ask her. Lou is an enigma wrapped in a cannoli. Yeah, I believe that.
Pretty much. That's true, Becky. That's a nice way to describe him.
See that?
Yeah, there he is. He's watching. He's listening.
Okay, give me a question. Come on, Lou. Give me a question. Questions for Deanna time. Before I let her go. Okay, Brandon really wants to know if you like the Haunted Mansion. He actually asked it before.
I love the Haunted Mansion. It's one of my favorites.
Lou doesn't like the way she spelled cannoli. She's not Italian. She doesn't have to spell it correctly.
No, she doesn't. So true.
Jeremy Goff is asking when your first trip to Walt Disney World was.
God, I was much older than Lou. So I want to say I was probably 5, so 1976, 77-ish, around there. That was my first trip. Yeah.
I think when Lou signed on or something, you got delayed. So we still see you, Deanna, but I don't know if anybody else sees it. I see you talk afterwards.
Oh, you do?
I don't know. Oh, no, now you're back.
I'm here.
Lou says I'm just a suck up.
That's so funny.
Okay, one last question. Marla says, where should Lou's next dining review be at?
Oh, I don't know what he hasn't done. There's a lot of stuff he hasn't done.
Oh, I know. The Denny's on 50.
There you go. The Waffle House. That's another good one.
Want to answer that question I've been asking for 2 days? And Deanna and I are doing that show we decided. Yes. I hope Deanna... listen, I'll make a lasagna. Lou, I really do make a great lasagna. One day, Deanna... Okay, one day I'm going to make a tray of lasagna. I'm not going to bake it, though. I'm just going to prepare it, my sauce, my cheese, the whole thing. Then I'm going to bring it by you. We're going to put it in the oven. We're going to eat it. That's what we're going to do.
Anytime. My kitchen is always open for you.
And this is my mother's lasagna, so you know I did it. And it really is.
I'm excited. Bring it. Okay. I'll make all the sides, and you bring the lasagna.
You got it. There is so much Pecorino Romano cheese in there, you won't believe it.
That sounds
Deanna,
fantastic.
I love you. Thank you. I
love you.
Is there anywhere that people can come and follow you? Do you have socials that you want to share that people can come?
I'm just D Mongello on Instagram and Deanna Mongello on Facebook. That's pretty much it.
I am
www.radio.com/run if you want to join the running team, or you just go to www.radio.com and there's plenty on there for you to come and find the running team. And we'd love to have you if you're not a member. As I said, we have runner, walker, jogger, woggers, you name it. And we're a really fun group of people.
I do want to ask you, your maiden last name, is it Testai?
Testai.
It is Testai. Okay.
It's Italian.
I always see it. Yeah, I always see it, but I don't know how to
I'm a 50-50. I'm a half Italian, half Irish, believe it or
Are,
not.
are you really?
I
But
am.
no, okay, so that's but the Italian's taken over. But that explains
Well,
why you like to drink.
maybe hollow leg. I don't know.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for
Uh,
having me. It was
you're
a
welcome,
pleasure.
dear. I will see you soon.
Happy holidays.
Yes, you too, dear. Don't you just love her? Why is she? She's effervescent. That's the name for Deanna. She's effervescent. Deanna Testai Mongello of effervescence. So okay, so it's 8:35, guys. I have been killing myself for real. I really have to make a new website. Right now, if you go to bigfatpanda.com, you go straight to YouTube. I think Lou actually told me one day, and Becky Mankin for sure, from there, that MEI Travel, mousefantravel.com. She's killed me to make a website. And my thing was, oh no, but then you don't see the videos. Anyhow, I did come up with a real cool website. It should be out by Wednesday or Thursday, I think. We're just doing the testing now because it's done. Graphics were done by a Disney artist, which are awesome for me because I feel like it brings life to the website. The website is alive with Panda graphics. And no, I'm not I'm Mary, I am slacking off right now because I'm talking to you. And yes, Becky, Deanna does make the world a happier place. I agree with that. So anyhow, basically, you can see all the videos there. You can get to the Panda shows right from there. But there's also other things. There's a newsletter on there. There's a Panda store with the embroidery things that I make. There's going to be a pin that comes out, limited edition of 100. There's also Panda Points, which is a whole system. I'm really trying to make it fun. I swear to God. I'm making Panda Points where every time you make a purchase, it could be even from a purchase from someone else. Let's say you buy Lou's book. If I make a deal with Lou of some sort, you can get Panda Points for buying his book. So these would be like partner things. Let's say you book a trip with Mouse Fan Travel. You'll get Panda Points for Mouse Fan Travel. John, what are Panda Points? What can I do with them? Absolutely nothing. Throw them in the garbage. They're worthless. Kidding. They really are worth something. They're worth real and virtual rewards. So you can get badges just on the website, but you can also get discounts off merchandise, a lot of free stuff. A lot of times when we go to media events and stuff, we get a lot of stuff. Sometimes it's stuff that we can use. Sometimes it's duplicates. They will be used for Panda Points also to give them out. There will be other things, other merchandise that you can get from giving your Panda Points in. So I'm trying to make it a fun thing. You will see this Wednesday or Thursday. I will announce it that the website is out and ready to go. It was almost ready to go, but then I looked and I realized, why is it negative $6 for shipping? And I realized I'm going to lose because what we were trying to figure out and what we were trying to put in was shipping for one item is this much, but the second item, it shouldn't be that much. So the second item was only this much. But then we realized that if you removed the first item but kept the second item and something else, anyhow, it was that I was paying you to ship the product. And I don't know if you've seen rates right now for the holidays. They are crazy. So a future Panda merchandise, Brandon, right now is pins. I have so many pin ideas because wait till you see the graphics on the site. But other things, my embroidery stuff that I've been selling. Sorry, Brandon, I'm taking you off for a second. The Haunted Mansion. These are all embroidered from my embroidery machine. Some vinyl items and stuff. So all these stuff. I'm also still doing the Scentsy, pandasmells.com. It's fun. There's so much Disney stuff on that Scentsy. So it's fun. But by Wednesday or Thursday, I hope that you check out. I'm going to go right now to fix up this website. Something silly like, let's say you register for an account on the website and it sends you an email and you have to confirm your email. Sometimes it works and then you go to another browser and you do it and you're like, the people aren't getting the email. So I don't want to, half butt it, for lack of a better term. I want to do. Panda does smell good, Lou. We smell good. I smell good. Not like you. Remember when your wife said when she walks on the avenue there, the dolphins follow her and stuff? Not with you. I noticed that. When you walk with her, there's like a little sludge behind, like a congealment of something. And that's it. That's all I got for you. So, yes, that I will accept. Cinnamon and I don't know what rainbows smell like though. That's a little scary. But cinnamon, absolutely. So I love you guys very much. Let me go work on this website. Please visit it Wednesday or Thursday. You can sign up for a newsletter. It's pretty cool. You'll have fun with it. I promise it'll be fun. And when you see what Panda Points is going to be, You're going to have fun with it. Lou, December 22nd. That's next week's show. We will have Lou here. And possibly Santa and Mrs. Claus might be here. That's what I'm hearing. That they might be coming from the North Pole. It's 3 days before Christmas. I love you guys. Thank you so much, guys. Wow, did I say guys?